The Odyssey and Dr. Novak, a memoir, opens with a photograph of me as a 6-year-old holding Dr. Novak's hand. Dr. Novak has come to England from Prague to help negotiate the post-war recovery in Czechoslovakia. The year is 1946. This encounter launched my lifelong fascination with Eastern Europe and eventually resulted in my spending 2 years, in 1995 and 2000, living and teaching in Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. My memoir takes the reader on a journey through these regions at a time between the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the recent resurgence of a threatening Russian presence. Shadows of the past continue to haunt the present. An excerpt follows. Crimea 2000. In Crimea, I go to Balaclava, where once the British packed in their war fleets and brought in their wounded during the Crimean War. For centuries, the long, narrow inlet has offered ships protection from the ocean's heaving waves. On one side, a slender street follows this passage to and from the sea. Rows of poplar trees shake like a death rattle in the strong wind. On either side, steep hills stare down upon the harbor. I hire a man to take me in his rowboat to view the harbor. The boatman takes me to caves burrowed deep into the harbor's surrounding cliffs. Once at the entrance and alone, we duck to avoid becoming entangled in barbed wire. We enter a version of the mouth of hell. Guided by a handheld flashlight, the rowboat moves into a deadly, large, dripping, molding interior through hidden passages of war, where the Russians until recently secluded their nuclear submarine fleet from the West's gaze. We are under the very ground on which the British troops had camped during the mid-19th century. The charge of the Light Brigade is not far away.